Life is full of accidents. I'm an immigrant. I come from Iran originally, but it was an accident that I ended up going to school in England. It was another accident that brought me to Los Angeles in 1975. And it was another accident that I got into financial services. And there was another accident that brought me to the credit unions. I started never intending to really stay, but as I got involved, I just fell in love with our industry and what we represent.
I knew on day one, when he came on board, that he arrived with a strategy and a plan to move the credit union forward. Nader is always at least 3 steps ahead of everyone else.
You know, he had a plan, he had a vision, and he had a culture that he wanted to implement, and he described it to me, and I said, okay, you know, I want to be part of that.
Since becoming CEO of Financial Partners Credit Union in 2005, Nader helped grow the organization from $600 million to over $2.3 billion. But the real impact is how he built a culture where engagement, accountability, and community service aren't just buzzwords. They're shared expectations with his team, and his team is proud to live up to.
The passion that he shared with me about the credit union industry made me feel like I just wanted to be a part of that movement. So I'm actually grateful to him that I'm not only here at Financial Partners Credit Union, but that I'm in the credit union industry.
Been here almost 21 years. It's been a wonderful transformation in people and in our physical presence. Originally, when we started, we had a major company that we served, and that was Rockwell. Rockwell merged into Boeing, and after that, we were sort of a little bit homeless. But we discovered that the best way that we could really continue our mission was to spread our wings and open up in the community. And that's really what's been the story here, is that transitioning from one shape to this current shape, which is primarily a community organization right now. Because of our tradition, aerospace, we've been involved in this Columbia Learning Center, which about 100,000 kids go through every year. Its focus is on STEM learning and perpetuating the desire for the next generation of astronauts and engineers.
October 23rd, 2009, we were opening the Columbia Memorial Space Center, and I was the mayor. We were dedicating it that day. So him and I always laugh that that's our anniversary day.
Being part of the Columbia Memorial Learning Center, there hasn't been a project or anything we've done there that hasn't had the support of Financial Partner, and that stamp has not written all over it.
Girls in STEM program that we've started is another thing that really touches my heart, because ladies are only 22% representation in STEM disciplines. And there's a whole set of opportunities that can open up to them. So when I see the little kids, you know, that go through the program and their eyes opened up when an astronaut is talking at the center, or we're talking about space, it just delights me, because I can tell the next generation of astronauts or engineers could be getting inspired by it. So I think that's, you know, a point of delight.
Girls in STEM is one of the only programs like it in the LA area, and that's going to pay off way down the line. The amount of support that he's provided, and the fact that he just got it right off the bat, like, there was no question. I didn't have to sell on that one at all. It was easy.
This opened the door for so many girls in the community to learn more about science, technology, engineering, and math. But Nader didn't just leave it there. He actually used his platform in the industry as a leader to create more awareness of girls in STEM programs.
Servant leadership is the absolute best description of Nader.
His engine never stops. He's tireless. He always is going and going and going, and it's really because his commitment to service is unwavering.
That's been his North Star, making a difference in members' lives, considering what the industry does, serving the community. I think that's the perfect definition of a servant leader, and he's done it for a long time.
I don't think anybody in the credit union movement is more deserving than Nader, and I think his record speaks for itself. And passion, determination, leadership, all those great words are all relative to Nader.
A lot of people don't realize how many hours that Nader puts into leading his team, leading this organization, leading communities. He volunteers for so many different things. He's taken us to new heights, new levels, and he helps anybody that he can help.
Humility, ethics, passion for team building and community, and that perfectly describes Nader.
To me, servant leadership is about seeing leadership as a responsibility. It's not about you. Nader embodies that because he's always thinking about how we can impact a member, our employees, and the community we serve.
I think what separates Nader is that his willingness to go above and beyond. And so I think this is a small recognition of his willingness to just really, quite frankly, to do what it takes.
Nader sacrificed and served fellow credit unions in so many ways and just been an incredible example, not just as a credit union leader, but as a human being.
From his leadership roles on national and state credit union boards to his community service and advocacy, he's spent decades unifying and strengthening our movement, and does it all without ever making it about himself.
You know, I hope that the continuation of the award inspires others in getting engaged and collaborating and making a difference in the community. When Maurice Smith received it first time, I know I was inspired, and I think all the recipients then after have been adding to that whole message. So I hope that as we continue doing this, we get more of our leaders involved and get excited about doing more of what they're doing. I'm just honored and humbled and delighted that this recognition is continuing, but I'm also delighted by the fact that I'll be sharing it with my teammates over here and help them also get more excited about what we do, because we do make a difference. There's so many things that we're doing and we can touch people in a positive way. If I have any regret is that, you know, I know that life is finite and, you know, at some point this career will come to an end. But I'm so delighted because so many great things are happening, and the next generation is going to take us to a whole different level. And I'm excited about continuing the journey.